A sneaky snack.
You want to eat some Christmas cookies while you drink your...
No.
No, your whiskey.
I thought about having some bread.
Okay.
Welcome back to episode 25, The Reckoning. Oh, no. What should we call it?
Roundup.
Roundup? Okay.
The recap. I don't know.
For this,
Decisions.
I will say that we are Costco rubes, but we don't have to buy all of our stuff at Costco. I wore this for the last episode and then this one. Mm-hmm. We don't have to buy everything at Costco. We buy other stuff at other places. I just like the ability for us to get the whiskey calendar at Costco. It's kind of unique, kind of cool. I think it's a good value. Blah, blah, blah. But for this one, we are going to drink the Snake, which is also a Costco product. It's very, very sweet. So if you don't like sweet bourbon-y style things, might not be for you. But otherwise, the box and the bottles are super cool. It's got a great value. People buy it up in like seconds. So if you see it, maybe you just buy it now.
Yeah, so this particular item is a Chinese Zodiac release that Costco does every year. We happen to have the snake and the dragon and now the horse, which is out now, which we have not opened yet. But they're usually 8-year blended Scotch whiskeys, so they just kind of appease to a wider palate. They're more for mass consumption than for collection. So yeah, if you see it, honestly roll the dice on it because for the price, I think it was like $54.
And it's a 1 liter. It's not even a 750.
Yeah.
So it's a bigger bottle.
Yep.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah, and it's good quality whiskey.
Would you mix with this?
I mean, you could if you decided that you didn't like the flavor, but I mean, so far we've liked the flavor of all of the ones that we've purchased, so we haven't.
So you would still buy something lower class than this to mix in
with.
your cocktails?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would, yes, but I'm not above using this as a cocktail whiskey
And
because it's so affordable.
One more time, it's a product of Scotland with the Chinese
Zodiac
on it.
Yep.
Okay.
They do taste different year to year to year, just so you guys are aware. It's not the same thing, just rebottled.
Gotta catch them all?
Yes, exactly. Okay, so the reason why we're here is Kyle wants to do a roundup. He wants to ask me questions and talk about the whiskey tour of the world as a whole.
So I can tell you without a doubt in my mind, last year's, if I could get any of them back, it would be the Lark. This year, I don't know what I would say. I know we liked a couple from the very first box, but I don't remember which ones those are.
I marked some of them.
Yeah.
The ones that I marked are what we ranked the lowest when we tasted them, like the lowest star rating in the book, and then based on the comments that we wrote. And I chose 2 that I felt like kind of were at the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Do we want to do those first?
Yeah.
And then we'll finish with the ones we liked the most.
As you probably have already learned, our palates are different. I don't want to say I like more sweet stuff, but I do not like super peaty things. I like more rye. I like than peat. I like some sweetness, obviously, because I like bourbons. You like charcoal filtered products from Tennessee versus Kentucky. You like peated Scotch whiskeys. When you open the bottle and it smells up the room, that is what you like. So
yeah,
I love it when we go to the store and old men come up to Gail and they go, I know what you want. You want this cinnamon whiskey. And it's like, you have no idea who you're talking to. This is not the person. And I peace out and I go the other direction and go look at wines or gin or something. And she's like, okay, sir, whatever you say.
That I definitely do not say.
I know.
Absolutely.
No.
I mean, that man that chose to have that conversation with me in the island said that he chose violence that day. He really did. And that is what he got met with.
At least you're approachable, there's that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Your least favorite.
No. Least favorite from both of us. We rated the least, what we rated the lowest in the star rating, and then based on the comments that we wrote. And I will read the comments that we wrote for it, if you would like.
Oh my gosh, I don't feel good about dissing things, but we're just talking about box over in general.
Yeah, so this one we marked as very heavy corn flavor, spiky ginger, bland flavor with hints of sweetness. Don't seek this one out. That is what we wrote. And we rated it a 1, and we gave it a color rating of like the reddish brown. And that one happened to be the Don Michael black corn from Peru.
Oh,
we did not like that one.
Yes, I remember that.
And this one was a rye whiskey version of it. And we didn't like that brand last year either when we had it. We rated that one very low last year also. I just don't think that it is a flavor that you and I like. It's gotta be the corn.
The black corn.
Yeah, it's gotta be the flavor from the black corn.
And we make popcorn and we buy black corn. It's probably not the same thing, but it's just, we like corn chips. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Next.
All right, so the next one. I don't know if this is going to be a surprise to anybody. Oh, do we want to know what we wrote about it?
Yeah.
I'll find it. Sorry. I was as prepared as I could be for this, but I only marked the pages in the book. This one, we wrote, smell was very pleasant. Taste did not match. We did not like this one at all. And that was the High Coast Have from Sweden.
Oh.
And I very much remember this one because I feel like we were pretty not super complimenting of it throughout the entire video. And again, they used Swedish products from as local as they could get. They had the water coming from, their own well, and it's a maritime location. So they had literally everything working against them that you don't like, right? And for me, I felt like it didn't have the oomph that I was looking for to be able to stand up to some of those maritime flavors. I felt like it just was not, it was not as balanced in the strength of it versus the salty salinity of it as I wanted it to be. So those are the two that we liked the least, which I feel is interesting. And that was kind of hard for me to find, to actually figure out and look through it, because there were only a couple that we rated low, but of those ones that we rated low, these two were the ones that I specifically wrote in there, either we did not like or do not find.
Yeah.
And I feel like that had to stand out for something amongst our palates.
When we try things at events, we remember the bottles, and then we don't always remember if we liked it or didn't like it, which is not necessarily the best thing. It happens a lot more in wine than in whiskey, because if you like it, you usually are like, oh, we gotta buy this because I really like it. I don't feel like there's very many times if we go to a store, try a whiskey, and we're like, oh, I'll save that and buy it later.
Yeah, not very many. Okay, on to the pleasant side of it.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the ones that we like the best? Do you have any inkling on what you think one of them may have been?
I know that the very first book had stuff that I liked. So if I open this up and I look at these bottles in here,
I'm gonna tell you, you're not even in the right volume.
Nope.
Again, I took the score, the rating that we had, and then also combined it with the comments that we wrote. Still not even in the right book.
Seriously.
Yeah. I know, there were some really good ones. This one I think was a lot harder than figuring out what we didn't like. Because there were a lot of them that we rated as like 3, 4s, 5s. So it really came down to figuring out whether or not this was something that
Was it
both of us would like at the same time versus like one of us.
Was it the stork?
No, that one was rated lower than anything else in that book.
I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm glad we took notes as we tried them.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the second favorite. The second favorite one is day number 15, which was Hayers Road, Tasmania, Australia. And in this one, we wrote, lovely flavor, nice tannins, soft, smooth finish. Try to find this one out in the wild. We gave it 5 stars and a high rating. And this one was the one that was a double cask with American and French oak, and it was a single malt. Non-peated. You liked the flavor of it. In the notes, it said that it had vanilla and fruit notes, subtle wine influence from the Pinot Noir casks. And I do remember that we talked about this one at length because I'm not a big fan of like...
Pinot Noir and...
No, I'm not a big fan of like Bordeaux finishes, like other wine finishes, like Cab. But I have found that I really do like Burgundy cask finish. Do you have something to say? Yes, he does. But I've found that I really do like Burgundy cask finishes, which is Pinot Noir. So this one was kind of a surprise to me because at initial look and like read when I went through it, I was like, another wine finish cask. It's probably not going to be super high on my list, but we rated this one really high. So, do you remember this one?
I do remember the fact that it was the French Pinot Noir cask, but I don't necessarily remember what it tastes like in my mind. Sorry,
do you want me to refresh your memory with the tasting notes?
No.
Is that going to matter? No.
No, I just want to write down and log which ones I like so I remember them.
I should have looked this one up about whether or not we could get it here, and I still have not done it. But this one would be an interesting one to see if we can actually get it. It was really close between this particular one from Australia and the Starward one from Australia because you really liked that Starward, which was a couple days later. But the notes on it were just not as
Pleasant.
High
Yeah.
as what we have written for that one.
We also do like interesting things. So something that doesn't have the same flavor as other things we like, because if somebody asks us, well, we're gonna do a bourbon night or a whiskey night or whatever, we can bring a different bottle and a different flavor. And that night we can say, this is Pinot Noir cask from Burgundy. Tasmania, whatever.
Well, it's Australian Pinot Noir.
But it's a different thing.
Yes. And the number one, the one that we liked the most, that we rated the highest, that we wrote the best notes on.
Not the most expensive.
I don't know. Probably not the most expensive. Is day 13, the Kiro rye malt whiskey from Finland. And the notes that we wrote on this one was very well made. Rye. Try to find this one. Very well balanced, spicy, but not overly pungent. Amazing is what we wrote for this one. And I feel like that was both of us combined in that review, right, of that one.
Yeah.
This one, I actually don't think that we can get here in the US, like as a regular distributed product, but that may or may not change coming up here. We'll see, but I think that this is probably one of the ones that's super high on the list, that if we see it, we're going to buy it, just because it applies to both of us. So that's kind of what I found, or that's what I saw for all of the stuff. I don't know if it's a surprise to you on which one was the favorite. I can tell you which one was your favorite overall and which one was my favorite overall, and they were not any of these four.
Oh, really? Well, that's okay. I think we buy things to suit both of our needs.
We do, yeah. Do you have a overview of this one? How does this one compare to last year's, do you think?
I mean, obviously there was a difference in the price, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't related to tariffs or to the glassware that they gave us this year. This is the third year of it? Second year. Mm-hmm. I swear that this is the third year, because the one was the drawers, and last year was the book, and then this year was the book.
The first one, the one that you're with the drawers, was Scotch.
Oh.
Only Scotch.
Okay. Well,
we had that distinction, I think, one other time. But last year was the first year that they did the whiskey tour of the world. So this is the second edition. It says it right here.
I enjoy the whiskey tour of the world because it gives you a variety. I enjoyed the Scotch one because I learned about all of the regions in all of the areas and what they basically taste like, and now I know, oh, it's from Speyside. I know what that tastes like. I can't say that about this calendar. I can't say German whiskeys taste like this. It just doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. I mean, I feel like there's probably a little bit of terroir that might go into certain areas, like Finnish whiskeys versus Danish whiskeys or German whiskeys. Like, all of that stuff I feel like is going to have a little bit of a different flavor, and we might find that overall we learn that we don't like a specific category. I think this year there was a French whiskey that was in here. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, there was a French whiskey. Although it was well made, it's like the third French whiskey that we've had, and we don't particularly care for that style. So I feel like it's starting to, like, we're learning a little bit of like the terroir from each of the areas, where we can start to build some knowledge off of them, the same way you would with wine.
Yeah.
Where you could say, well, I like, the wine from this region, but not from that region. And I think that we're going to start to get to that point where we're like, well, we really like, maybe we really like, obviously Scotch, right? But like maybe it's just Speyside, or, maybe we're very interested in like whiskey from the UK, from like England proper. But we're not super big fans of like German whiskey, right? And I am interested in always finding the outlier in those groups, because if I try something enough and I get to the point where I'm like, this is really not my jam, like it becomes harder and harder for me to want to try something. But then somebody comes along and they're like, you don't like Highland Scotch, you got to try this one. Right, because this is like an amazing one. It's like outstanding out of its category. And I really appreciate the people that approach me and do that kind of thing and actually have like a good product to showcase to me, because then it changes my whole opinion of that category, because maybe it's just that I don't like whiskey that's not well made, and like maybe I need to up my price point for that region in order to get the quality that I want.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Overall, I am excited that Costco is doing this, and I really do hope that they continue to do it in the future. I think that getting exposure to additional brands and additional whiskey making regions around the world, I feel like is important to the US market. because we are very heavily into like Kentucky, Tennessee, like American-made whiskey. And I feel like there is a lot out there
Absolutely.
that is delicious and well-made and definitely worth your time to try.
We're still in our infancy, though, in distilling that.
I don't agree with that statement. I think that distilleries in the United States have been around a lot longer than a lot of the other places.
Sorry.
We are in our infancy compared to like Ireland and Scotland.
That's what I meant. But
where whiskey started, you know, but other parts of the world like Central, South America, India, Southeast Asia. I think Australia has a pretty long whiskey making history because they've definitely been a country and a continent for a lot longer than the U.S. has. But the U.S. has a long history of making whiskey and moonshine.
Okay, one more jab at Costco. One more jab.
Okay.
We have bought the wine advent calendar before. And we bought it this year again, but it's not in our region. And the way that they do their distribution, the closest place we could get it from was Colorado. So we got the wine advent calendar from Colorado, which was kind of a pain. And I don't know the maths and the numbers behind it, but I was slightly disappointed in that.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, I know.
There were other people that we know that live in our area that were very disappointed.
Yeah.
That they were not part of the distribution for that particular product.
They're very advanced wine drinkers, so.
I don't know. I mean, I think overall, this particular thing, I hope they do it again next year. I enjoy it. I hope that you enjoy watching us make a fool of ourselves.
Yeah.
Trying to pick out flavor characteristics and then be completely wrong almost every time.
I know. I know the 6 people that watch this are going to be drinking it at the same time we drink ours, so at least there's that.
Yeah, safety in numbers. Right? All 6 people.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.